Goats are fantastic animals. They can provide milk, meat, hide and skin, and money. On today's video, I happen to visit a farmer in Juja farm. He has 200 heads of goats and sheep. So, and on my visit, I purposed to purchase one. And the idea of money, okay, I'm into agribusiness, hit me hard. Goats, they are easy to keep. This particular farmer, he's a Maasai. Maasai is a community. Is a community that habit its place of stays in Kenya and parts of Tanzania. This farmer has 200 heads. I bought one at 9,000, so 9,000 Kenyan shillings. So if I worked my figures well, 9,000 times 200, holding Kenya constant, that's a whooping 1.8. Now, goat farming is a kind of farming that is mostly embraced by the Maasai and the tropical and the pastoralists, and they are used for they are best because they adapt to harsh African landscapes, as their grazing preferences mean they will feed on weeds, shrubs, and other plants that other animals refuse to eat. Goats are okay. There's a goat which is they feed on. Okay, there's a sheep which are grazers and the goats are browsers. Those are the two differences in goats and sheep. Goats are small, require less space than large animals. For this particular farmer, he has 200 and a few heads of cattle. Can't quite well remember the figures. And with the goats, they require a small space than the larger animals. They also have a short reproduction cycle, so it is easier to build population numbers if they drop after a drought, which is a plus. In my previous videos, I've been talking about numbers, taking agriculture as a business. The more the number, the higher the returns. This particular farmer has 200 heads of goats, and personally I have one. So 9,000 plus 2 versus 1.8, but it's not very late to start the investment. So if you want to venture into goat farming, I'll share his contacts and you'll be able to source from him. Goats are easier to work with than larger animals, are cheaper to buy and maintain, because you just leave them to the field and then they'll graze and browse on shrubs, which is a plus, meaning they are not quite laborious. They can also be a vital source of income, not just producing meat and milk, but also value-added products, cheese, butter, minting more money into when you introduce that into the market. That's where money is. Our particular farmer, he with the goats, they produce manure, and that can be used to fertilize crops, which makes them more useful for small scale farmers. though if you do it in large numbers, yeah, that's also a venture. That's also a venture with the Kenyan economy being run by agriculture, which is a plus, and by that you'll mint more money. Goats can also build resilience to climate change. Keeping goats alongside other animals or other livestock, crop production. Farmers have another stream of income if their crops or cattle are affected by drought. So can also be used alongside other animals. In case in Africa there's the dowry part, goats, that's also a point to note. When you have you into a wedding or something, you can have a goat or two. It's more of a social animal, which makes you, the African man or the African family, have one or two sources of income. So goats can be used for matters of hide and skin. That's also another form of minting money. So by that you are able to make more profit. Another reason you can for goat farming, they can be used to clear land. Those things eat, those animals, they eat and they clear that land like up. Higher. Okay, they can use them as pack animals. They can also be used to produce soap, milk, fiber, and from our farmer Bwana George, Mr. George, he's able to mint money by selling the goats. Goats are usually best preferred because the ability to convert forages and crops and household residues into money, into money minting venture. So don't hesitate investing in goat farming. I started. You can start. There's no I did my first step. I bought my first goat, and by that I'll be able to with the short reproduction gestation period, which is 150 days. In 150 days I can expect a kid. 150 days done, the kid, I get a female, hopefully, God willing, fingers crossed. I can have a female goat, which by that I'll have two mothers, and money.